Hi guys, it's Alex, and you might be wondering why my hair is wet. Well, that is because today I have a 6-month out review of the Drybar Double Shot Blow Dryer. So for a little bit of background, I purchased this Drybar blow dryer a little bit over 6 months ago. My intention in buying this was really for a time savings. I am not someone who blow dries my hair on a regular basis, really once every other week. My hair is naturally wavy, so a lot of times I just air dry it and that's just how it goes. So every once in a while I do blow dry my hair. Now, when I blow dry my hair with a traditional blow dryer and brush, I'm not someone who does it really well or precisely. Usually it's just blow drying it until it somewhat looks dry and straight-ish. I'm not super picky about making sure that my hair looks flawless because I don't make enough time to do that, which is fine. So really when I purchased this blow dryer, my thought behind it was that it seemed simple enough, very user-friendly, it's all in one. I don't have to have a brush and a blow dryer and the whole thing. So really it was supposed to be an easy, quick solution. I also saw some reviews saying that it does take a lot less time to blow dry your hair with this. And hi. And that really intrigued me. So without further ado, I will give my quick little review on how I've been using this brush, how it's been holding up after 6 months, and I'll start off with blow drying my hair out. Like I said, I am not an expert at all. I didn't even use really any sort of hair product. I just put in some leave-in conditioner. So that's what I have in my hair right now. That is it. Usually I use like an after spray to tame frizz and things like that, but I figured to make it a fair review, I would just do as little product as possible, and then I would just blow my hair out. Usually I also use kind of like clips to separate it, but I'm gonna be somewhat realistic in the sense that a lot of times when I'm using this, again, I'm trying to do it fast and furious. Not recommending that. So I will start off by starting a timer on my watch. Wilbur will keep track. This is Wilbur for anyone who hasn't met him yet. Hi, you're just a little camera baby. It's because I'm on the ground, but let me show you. So here's my little watch that we're gonna use. And let's get started. Wilbur will probably back away once I start this thing up. Stop the clock. It is 12 minutes, 26 seconds. And this is what you get. So, some notes to make about this. Like I said, I used it just now the way I would use it normally. So just as convenience, really quick blowout. Obviously, I am not any sort of professional. I'm barely an amateur, but I think that for convenience, I mean, it's pretty impressive. Like I said, I have wavy hair. My hair is not straight at all, and this is not its natural form whatsoever. The fact that I can get my hair to look somewhat blown out, and again, this is no product. I didn't use like the sprays that make it a faster blowout. I haven't even kind of brushed my hair through yet. But the fact that I'm able to get at least this within 12 minutes, I would say is pretty impressive. So that's the thing that I've been most impressed with the Drybar Double Shot blow dryer. But there are some things that after 6 months of use, I will caution on. So after 6 months of use of the Drybar Double Shot, some things that I have been disappointed with have been the fact that these little yellow beads on each of the bristles have been falling off. So I think I showed during the video that I had one fall off right in the middle of doing my hair. So I'll find these beads, at least like 1 or 2 now, after, I would say after about 4 or 5 months of use, the beads started to come off. I'm assuming it's like a heat thing. When I just used it now, I did use it at the highest heat setting, which is really only 2 heat settings and then 1 cool setting. So I did use the highest heat setting, and that could be a reason why they're falling off. But my expectations when buying this product is that after 6 months, the beads would not be falling off. That definitely is kind of a bummer with this product. Also, the kind of softer bristles are really fuzzing out. So you can see they're pretty fuzzed out, for lack of a better descriptive term. When I first started using the Drybar brush, of course, all these bristles were perfectly aligned, not fuzzed out a lot. Now, do I think it's had a huge impact to what it does to my hair and how it blows it out? Not really. I don't think it's a huge difference. But again, my expectations and the amount of money that you pay for this product is that that wouldn't happen, or at least it wouldn't happen as fast. Now, that's something that happened after only a couple of uses. And like I said, I've had this for 6 months, but really I'm only blowing out my hair sometimes once a week, but really it's probably about once every 2 weeks, to be honest. So it's not like I'm using and abusing this. So it really is, you know, if you're using this every day or every other day, you're gonna see that wear and tear really quickly. The last thing I'll just note is that I have noticed that some of the yellow, and this is, you know, this has nothing to do with how the product performs, but some of the yellow off of the Drybar has started to kind of fade away or chip off, and sometimes I've even gotten it on my hands. That doesn't happen every single time, and again, it's not something that really tarnishes how it performs, but it's just something to note. When I purchased the Drybar, the reason why I chose this one over competitors like the Revlon dry brush is really because I trusted the brand name of Drybar a little bit more and their reputation. And then the other reason why I chose it was because of the heat settings. I read some reviews talking about the Revlon Drybar and saying how it overheats. I've always thought that my hair damages really easily, so that's why I went for the Drybar product over the Revlon product, just for that heat aspect. I didn't want a product that would really dry out my hair more than it needed to be, and also I just really liked that it had a lower heat setting as well with that cool settings. The last thing that made me buy this product over its competitors is that the barrel is a little bit smaller. And the reason why I preferred a smaller barrel is that because my hair is naturally wavy, I do like to have some, like, and you'll see that I'm kind of forming it as I'm kind of sitting here, but I do like to keep somewhat of a wave within my hair just because I think it's a more natural look, especially for someone like me who normally has wavy hair, and my hair kind of likes to naturally go into that shape. So I did like that it was a smaller barrel, so I could kind of keep the smaller waves and curls. So let me just show the back. Like I said, this was really quick. There's probably gonna be kinks in the back. That's one thing. Like for me, I air dried my hair a little bit before I blow dried it with the Drybar brush. And because I did that, there are gonna be a little more kinks because I didn't take it straight from completely wet to dry. So that's just how my hair works. If you want a seamless and polished and perfect look, then obviously you're going to not want to let your hair air dry as much as I did. But like I said, a lot of times I use it for convenience and speed, so that's why I let it dry a little bit. So that's the back. I'm probably gonna look back at this footage and be like, girl, you need to fix that. Ooh, so I have seen that some other people that use the Drybar brush, they have a similar problem with like some kinks sometimes in the hair. That's what you get with a lower heat setting is my assumption, as well as, like I said, my air drying. So if you want that perfect look, either you're gonna have to take it from wet to dry, or you're gonna have to go over it with a flat iron in a couple of spots. The next thing I'll mention about the Drybar Double Shot that I really haven't been enjoying about it is the fact that you're able to pack it. So I'm able to throw this in my suitcase. It's not humongous. It's certainly smaller than taking my own blow dryer and a brush. So I really do like the convenience factor of this. I can just throw it in my bag and I'm good to go. In the past, I have relied on hotel blow dryers with some bad experience. One being that I used a hotel blow dryer on a trip and my hair just completely burnt off, completely gone. And of course I was doing a piece that was in the front and at the very top of my head, and there it went. It just completely separated from my head via the hotel blow dryer. So I am someone who likes to pack my own blow dryer if I am thinking about blow drying my hair at all during any sort of trip. So this has been super convenient. It's small, it's all in one. You don't have to have a blow dryer and a brush in your bag. And when you're on vacation, I'm sorry, I don't want to spend an hour blow drying my hair. So the fact that I'm able to do it in 12 minutes is very enticing to me. The next thing I'll mention about this blow dryer is just that I have had, my hair kind of get stuck on this top ring part as I'm blow drying my hair. Not a big deal. It's just something that I think get used to avoiding that when it comes to how you use the product. And then this is really convenient. The fact that this swivels, I guess that's a very simple thing, but it's important for me. So overall, I would recommend this product after 6 months of use, but there are some definite caveats to that. One being that I don't think it's right that the little beads are coming off. That's definitely something that I'm going to reach out to Drybar about. I don't know if mine's just a faulty product. Like I said, I don't use it every day or every other day. Obviously, it's a different experience when those beads come off when you're doing your hair. So that's definitely the biggest thing about this. Overall, I would recommend the Drybar Double Shot blow dryer. So that is my review on the Drybar Double Shot blow dryer. Overall, I would recommend it, but with some caveats and some things to keep in mind. I definitely still use it on a regular basis, and overall, I'm pretty happy with my purchase. Now, is this product worth it from a price point standpoint as compared to its competitors? I haven't used those products. I've only read reviews on its competitors, so I can't really speak to that, but what I can show you is kind of what my experience with the Drybar blow dryer has been, and hopefully that has been helpful. So guys, thank you for watching my 6-month out review of the Drybar Double Shot blow dryer. Hopefully it was helpful. If you have any comments or reviews of your own on this blow dryer or any of its competitors, be sure to comment them below. Would love to hear from you guys. And until next time, I'll see you later. Bye.